Hey guys, Angler here. Welcome back to Baten Kaitos Origins. In the last part, we went to Aza, and in this part, we're gonna go accept Varys' proposal. And by accept his proposal, I mean, Sagi knew what he was going to do the entire time, but thought it would be best to actually think about it first. Anyway, let's head back to our room and sleep, I guess. Even though it's still bright day. Except, yeah, this isn't our room. I'm not even sure where our room is. Unless we're using Varys' chamber. Okay, it looks like we can't use that room. So, either we stayed at Varys' house the last time, or my memory is just bad as usual. Yup. It's definitely somewhere in Varys' house we were. Yup, let's sleep. We don't have anything better to do, so...
Did you have a good rest?
I like how we didn't even sleep and it just cuts to us talking to Varys.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good. Then have you arrived at an answer?
I mean, we already knew, but...
Will you help me, Sagi?
No! Don't do it! Really? Of course we're doing it.
If Kilo and I can be of any use, then yes, sir. I accept your offer. But under one condition. I want Millie to come with us. After all, she saved our skins more than once since the incident at the Emperor's residence.
Yeah, and you got the crap beat out of you by Giacomo. You suck.
I mean, this is assuming she, wants to go?
It's fine by me. What do you say, Milliard?
Would you come with us?
Of course I'll go. If you think I'll be of any help. When has there ever been a dull moment with you?
Thanks, Millie.
So, it looks like Millie's
Very
permanently
good,
on the
then.
team.
Starting today, the three of you work for me. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Good. First, let's get rid of that warrant for your arrest. Gelderblaine, see to it that Sagi's record is wiped clean. The Senate should have his file.
Yes, my lord.
There, done. I'll also have relief funds sent to the orphanage.
Isn't Varys a nice guy? He's doing all
Thank
this
you,
just
sir.
for us.
Now, let's get down to your first task. Are you aware of the recent surge in terrorist activity here in Mintaka?
And Varys is giving us our orders already.
Yes, sir. We were there for the attack during the election speeches the other day.
I see. Then let's get right to the point. We have information that the one masterminding the attacks is in Aza.
Aza?
That's right. Your first task is to head up the investigation there. It may not help with Baelite, but it will give me a chance to gauge your abilities.
I understand, sir. We'll head for Aza.
Here. This is a communicator prototype from our R&D branch. Take its magna essence with
And
you.
we have another key item we're never getting rid of.
You can use it to get in contact with me over a distance. I suppose even Machina has its uses.
So basically a cell phone that only works with Varys. Not bad.
I'm also going to give you some blank magnus. Good luck to you then.
And I believe I already mentioned this earlier, but unlike the first game, here you're actually given extra blank magnets as the story progresses. Whereas I believe in the first game, you either never got it, or it was pretty hard to get. Like, you had to do a bunch of random side quests to get the extra blanks. And I'm just going to get rid of my snow because after you go through the Nihal Desert once, you have absolutely no use for it. Anyway, with that done, we're heading back to Aza. And this is probably one of the more obnoxious yet memorable parts of the game, if only because of, well, what you end up doing.
I still can't believe a terrorist ringleader is hiding in this village.
I mean, nobody can.
I know. We should listen to what the villagers have to say.
Yeah.
You must be Master Sagi. The Quaestor sent us to help you with the investigation. Captain Leo Vaughn is waiting inside. He'll brief you on our progress so far. Honored to serve you, sir.
So basically you had to go around and get information on the terrorist. And there's Leo Vaughn.
You're late. How do you expect to catch the morning mistral like that?
And he looks just like some other character with Liu in his name. I wonder what this could mean.
Morning Mistral?
Don't you know? That's what everyone calls the rogue terrorizing the capital. Anyway, I'm Liu Van. Quaestor Verus ordered me here to assist you.
Sagi. Nice to meet you. We appreciate your help.
Let me explain the situation then. We've received information that the morning mistral was hiding out here in this village.
Oh.
Now we just have to figure out who it is. Simple in theory.
But everybody here lies about everything, which we'll find out in a little bit.
But the miners have been feigning ignorance, perhaps out of some misguided allegiance to their village. I wouldn't put it past them. They're a bunch of thieves who dig up all the flame ice for
What use
themselves.
do they have to keep it to themselves? Aza's not really Machina heavy.
Just spell out what we need to do.
The morning mistral is an Azani, beyond a shadow of a doubt. I need you to find proof of that.
Proof?
Yes, the people we're dealing with won't face the truth unless you shove it in their faces. I've gathered them together in this building. You should start by speaking with them. I'll be outside tightening the perimeter. Come see me if you have any questions. Excuse me.
So, we've got to go get information.
Proof that the Morning Mistral is a member of this village.
That's not very specific.
Let's follow Liu Van's suggestion and talk to the villagers.
So, let's see what everyone has to say. Yup, we're investigating them. Let's just keep exploring. Oh, it's Juar. So, he hates Mintaka, which is understandable. So, Juar is mad. And here's Baten. So basically, Baten hates us because Varys commissioned us to do this job for him. So basically they're locking people up for not helping. That's nice. I think there's one other character we want to go talk to after this. Then we should try talking to Liuvan to really get things moving. Nolan. Wow, Nolan's sure a rude guy. So basically, Nolan's mad. Not right now. That might come in handy later, but I think we've spoken to everybody of importance in terms of this case. So let's talk to Liuvan and see what he says. So now we're able to go back to the crime scene. Which is where we'll end up fighting an item that's pretty important. Because if I remember right, the weapon ends up telling us specifically who and who couldn't have used the bomb. I hate this kid. So basically we found the only important thing. With that out of the way, let's just go straight back to Ozza. Because unless I missed something pretty major, I believe that's the only reason we want to head back to Mintaka. So, let's go back and show the bomb thing to Mallow. And then we'll see what she has to say. So it's a detonator. So now we have proof that the Morning Mistral was from Ozza. Now we'll show this to Liuvan and move on to the next stage.
What the hell's going on? Herding us together like this?
This isn't the part I'm thinking of that, well, is actually pretty funny. That comes up slightly later. But when you actually do it, I'll just let it speak for itself.
We were in the middle of work. You'd better have a good reason for keeping us from it.
We can't all spend our days loafing around, you know.
Man, are these people spiteful.
Since I've gathered you all here, I won't waste any of your time. We have proof that the Morning Minstrel is someone in the village. I'm here to present that proof. You know, right? Why it has to be someone from
Clearly,
Aza?
we just found the item. People here hate the Empire.
I have the evidence here.
Evidence? Here it
I like
comes.
how you're given 3 options, and yet 2 of them, it's like, I don't know. Did they originally assume that you'd be able to get to this point without getting the evidence? Because I don't think you can.
Let's see this evidence you've got.
This proves without a doubt that the Morning Minstrel is from Aza.
The detonator, without a doubt.
See for yourself. Juar, you know what this is, right?
You think I was born yesterday? That's a detonator used for explosives.
Exactly. The same explosives you use in the Azani mine shafts. But did you know that Aza is the only place these detonators are used?
Well, they're one of the village's most valuable assets. We don't exactly loan them out. That's just common sense. What's your point?
We found this at the scene of a Mintaka terrorist attack. It's a detonator. For a bomb. And it belongs to Aza.
Now they're mad.
Mallow, you acknowledge that this village is the only place that uses it. That alone proves that someone here is the Morning Minstrel.
You hear that? There's no denying it now. The Empire will not tolerate disobedience. Anyone sheltering a known terrorist...
All right, you win. I'm the
So,
Morning
Nolan
Minstrel.
confesses.
So, you finally come forward.
Whoa there, Nolan. If that's a joke, it ain't funny. I'm the Morning Minstrel, not old Nolan here.
And Juar confesses. What?
What?
Juar? Not you too? What's come over you
I like how
all?
Liu Von had the exact same reaction to this situation as I did.
What's going on?
They're trying to stall, obviously.
They're trying to stall?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm the Morning Minstrel. Just take me away, will you?
No, it's me. I'm the Morning Minstrel. Go on, arrest me.
This is going nowhere. I'm calling a recess. Don't take your eyes off them.
Now we move to the next phase of the investigation. We record our testimony as Magnus. Yup, this is the part of the game I was talking about. We go from just a boring little investigation to Sagi Ace Attorney. This is great. But you're only allowed to have one statement per person, which is all you really need, but there's obviously some bad ones. But there's only 3 characters we need testimony from: Mallow, Nolan, and Juar. So, we're asking about the bomb. Sounds suspicious. So, now we'll go talk to Mallow after that. Because Nolan most likely doesn't use explosives to pack flame ice. Well, that's a very important piece of testimony. Now all we need to do is get some info from Jawar, I believe. I'm not sure what to ask about. Yeah, I think that's the statement we want. I think I'll try talking to Nolan again to see if there's anything important, but... what does Leovon have to say? Let's call everyone together again and see where this leads. I mean, I don't think the statement I have from Jawar confirms anything.
You! Hurry up and take me away!
But we can prove that Nolan isn't telling the truth.
Why don't you just believe me instead of standing there preaching?
Nolan and Jawar have both claimed to be the Morning Mistral, but one of them isn't telling the truth. Please, hear me out. You know who I think is lying, don't you?
It's pretty obvious. Nolan.
Right. You're lying, Nolan.
Can you prove it?
Let's see.
Present evidence.
Nolan, you said you set the bomb in Mintaka, correct? Well, as it turns out, I know that's not possible. Here's my proof.
So now it's time to break Nolan's psyche locks, so take that!
Have a listen to this.
Nolan's never even handled gunpowder, let alone a bomb. You're barking up the wrong tree.
He's never used gunpowder.
Like I said before, the explosives we use here are special. We handled them around lava, so they're designed to not go off that easily. You couldn't get so much as a spark out of them, unless you were trained.
Mallow said that Nolan isn't trained to handle explosives. But the Morning Mistral would have to know something about that. Nolan, you're lying about being the Morning Mistral, aren't you?
Hey!
That was pretty funny.
I see. Sagi is right. And if Nolan's not the Mistral, that means Jawar, you must be...
What? Wait just a minute.
What now?
Oh, that's right. I don't think we actually have to disprove Jawar, because I think Mallow does it for us.
Wasn't Vine in Mintaka that same day? That would make him just as likely a suspect as Juar, wouldn't it?
You do have a point. Vine, is it true?
Yeah, it's true. I was in Mintaka. But since you're bringing it up, didn't I see you there the same day, Mala?
What? What are you saying? I never...
Quiet, both of you. One at a time. Mallow, is it true you were in Mintaka when it happened?
What? Certainly not. I never went to Mintaka. Don't look at me like that. I wasn't there.
Really, Mallow?
We're going in circles. What about you, Vine? You said you were in Mintaka. You're not making that up? If you were there, we'll have to consider the possibility that you're the Morning Mistral.
I was there. No point in hiding it. You would have found out eventually.
Fine.
Sagi, let me ask you one thing. What do you think of the Morning Mistral's actions?
What do I think?
If we want to give an honest answer, or at least what Sagi would think.
I saw the bomb go off right before my eyes. So many people were hurt. I think it's awful, what they're doing.
I see. Thanks for being honest.
So, now we have another suspect in the form of Vine. Great. Anyway, I'll end the part off pretty quickly, but first, I feel there's something I should do. That is, show the Sedna side quest. I kind of skipped the introduction scene because, well, the first time you end up going here is completely automatic. You have no say in if you go or not. Basically, there's Sedna pieces you can collect, and Sedna's basically the star map, because it's pretty broken, but eventually you'll find pieces to bring back to Maya over here. So basically she's pretty rude, but anyway, you get rewards for every Magnus you bring back to it, just like how you got rewards for every star map piece you brought back. There's nothing that's really worth completing Sedna for if I remember correctly, but I could be wrong. Anyway, after showing that off, I'm ending the part off. So, next time on Baten Kaitos Origins, we'll continue sleuthing. See you guys then.